Hi, my name is Danielle Piggy. I started with Commonwealth Autism about 7 years ago. Something like specifically like getting a license for just people in general, but specifically for Eric, it was more of challenging where he already knew the skill and practicing a little bit more. He was just nervous in getting it. So sometimes he just kind of needed that little bit of a healthy push. I would say the most growth that I've seen in Eric is communication, but I have seen that growth just within working with me as well as him working at Good Foods in general. In his position, that he has grown a lot when it comes to letting me know or letting his supervisor know, like if there's a scheduling conflict with another appointment, or if something happens where he's just not able to attend and not able to make it. And I feel like he learned that skill set, not just like working with me, but also being in the Career Readiness program, because that is an important skill to have when you're working a job.
I'm Sarah McKeag. I'm the Career Readiness and Employment Program Manager. What the first cohort taught me was that celebrating the small wins was so important every day to really see growth in our graduates. Well, I think it is great for exposure of Good Foods staff and customers to engage with autistic individuals, because believe it or not, they were already engaging with those individuals. They just didn't know it. Our program being in the store brings visibility to our mission. Because we have this model in place, and the program has procedures, it is helping the store come up with more of those different types of materials or training models that would benefit different learning styles.
I've grown with, I used to be very, like when it comes to tasks in a relatively speedy environment, I've always been very kind of slow. Well, always when it came to school, it was very just slow, just slacking off. And I've guessed this place has helped me really pick up like organization within like a short period of time, in the sense that it prepares me for focus and attention and really listening to someone at the most important time. I will say I've always been sort of a social person, but this place has really helped me with just speaking to general strangers. Yeah. It's helped me with plenty of like social cues and what to say and what not to say to people, and yeah, it's helped me be a public individual. My life coach, Danielle, she's an amazing person. She pushes me a lot, which is a good thing. Even when someone doesn't like it, you always need that push, and so I think she does that for me.
And I kept seeing the store going, I really need to go in, and finally I went in and I saw this pamphlet, and I went, because I had been looking for something, I had been calling people about different therapies, and nothing was working out. And then I saw the pamphlet about a workforce readiness program for people with autism, and I was like, wow, this is what I'm looking for right here. So that's how it happened. When he first went into the program, I was hoping he would get some, I just needed him to get out of the house. I needed him to get a schedule and some discipline. And, I was just kind of looking, for the bare minimum. And then with Danielle and the life coach, being a life coach, she has really helped him kind of even do more than just the bare minimum. Me personally, it hurt me to see him sitting at home all day, every day, and he was on his phone, and he was really wrapped up in politics, and then, just the fact of him getting out and meeting people, I just felt so much better about his mental health. Him driving was a huge game changer for me, because I always had to come, take him to work and figure out how to get him, and it's been huge. So the driving thing was that was a big deal. You know, he was just very happy with how people made him feel comfortable. And I think that's the most important thing, is that they just want to feel comfortable and not singled out or special. They just want to feel like everybody else.
So I guess like at the beginning, it was a little bit different because, you know, you're not sure if like the sensory issues, if there is any, like with noise, water, anything like that, and just making sure, you know, you follow the proper steps. But once he got the hang of it, I really don't treat him any different than the other employees back there, because Eric is so good as far as like following directions. At first I will say this, at first he didn't really talk to a lot of people back there. But once he found out what people's different interests are, like music and stuff, then he was more open. And so like they had like a little concert up here by the 7-Eleven one evening, and it was a free concert, and some other people were going through work, and he went and he had a good time, and so you just make connections through that way. So